What's up everybody, welcome back to another video on my channel. Today we're going to unbox 5 pairs of Under Armour / Currybrand basketball shoes, including the pair in this box right here. I'm going to give you my initial thoughts on every pair. Without further ado, let's get straight into it and start with the pair I'm most looking forward to test, and that is the Curry 4 Retro. I've never had the chance to get a pair. They retail for $160. And I got this really nice and clean blue colorway. Actually, so far in my testing / playing career, I've only ever had one pair of Under Armour basketball shoes, and that was the Curry 9 in this crazy Sesame Street colorway. I love playing them. They had the most insane traction I ever tried, but since then I never got another pair, and now I'm really happy and excited and looking forward to test these out. So for my first impressions, the fit is a bit long, so watch out for that. Width-wise, they're very nice for wide feet, so maybe also if you have narrow feet, you could definitely go down half a size, and I suggest you try them on in store. For the traction performance, they do actually squeak. I was surprised because Currys usually don't squeak, but of course these don't have the flow cushioning / outsole setup. They just feature normal rubber outsole, that's why they squeak. It's not a loud squeak, but they do squeak a little bit on my wooden floor inside my flat. Traction performance felt very good, but I think that's something we definitely don't need to talk about in the Curry shoes, as traction performance always seems to be top tier, top of the market. The cushioning felt pretty stiff, so I'm not quite sure how it's going to be after break-in. For now, it's still a rather stiff setup. For the weight, I have a scale right here next to me. They come in at 436 grams, which is 15.35 ounces for a size 14, which is very light. Not as light as the Curry 9, but still they even go up high. They have this softer material here, so kind of high top shoe, extremely light for that. The materials are also relatively stiff here in the forefoot. That could be because I have a little bit of dead space right here, so I'll have to see how these feel after I've broken them in. But just for looks, that's the craziest colorway. I've been wanting to get a pair of the Curry 4s for so long. I never got a chance to cop them here in Europe in my size, and so I'm really excited to try these out. I think you can tell by how much I'm talking about them. Support also feels nice. There's a heel counter down here, so don't be concerned if the top here is just wiggling around. We have a heel counter down here, which should be quite alright for support, and the lacing system also looks good. They do remind me a little bit of the Hyperdunk Flyknit we had here. I think it was the 2016 Hyperdunk Flyknit. I'm not sure. I'll put that over the screen if I'm mistaken, so I'm going to put a picture here as well. Just the lacing system and the material here reminds me of that shoe. With that being said, let's move on to the next shoe already. We have the signature model, so to speak, of the Curry line, Curry brand. It's the Curry 11. It's a Dub Nation colorway, very clean colorway. Also really nice for me and my team, as our jerseys are also blue and yellow, and these will fit extremely well with our practice jerseys and also with our game jerseys. They come in at 15.75 ounces and 447 grams, which is a bit heavier. Just for comparison, the Curry 9 comes in at 414 grams, which is 14.6 ounces, so that's insanely light for a basketball shoe. These are still crazy light, but you can feel the difference. They're a bit heavier. But I also have to say the cushioning setup feels way improved. I skipped the Curry 10 and I never played in them. And just comparing the 9s and the 11s, the cushioning setup here, the flow setup feels way softer and more comfortable as well. They are still going to need some break-in. As I said with the 4 Retro already, traction performance on the Currys is always top tier, so I don't think we have to talk about that. They feel great inside of my apartment. We'll see. I'm probably going to play with this pair tonight at practice, so we'll see how they feel on court as well. For support, we also have pretty much the same features as on the Curry 9. Very rigid heel counter, good lacing system, reinforced cables here on the side, and a shank plate for torsional support, so that should also be good. They're very hard to bend, which I like. Only the forefoot flexes a little bit. So the materials are also a bit different than on the 9s. They are reinforced here and they feature the same woven upper, and the tongue is also more padded, which is nice as I play with ankle braces just like Steph, so that helps me a lot and improves comfort and reduces pain in this area. That's it for my first impressions. I don't know if I said it already, they retail for $150, and this is the Dub Nation colorway. let's move on to the next pair they sent me. By the way, big shout out to Currybrand for sending all these pairs over for me to test. As I said, it's been a while since I tested Under Armour shoes. A lot of you guys have been asking me to test them. So here, finally we have 4, even 5 pairs. We're gonna get to this one at the last point of this video, as it's not technically not a hoop shoe, but you'll see when we get to them, you'll know what I'm talking about. Now here we have a very interesting pair. It's the Curry Spawn Float Show in the Tough Crowd colorway. A very, very nice looking pair in my opinion. Crazy details here on the tongue, the Curry logo. It changes from Tough Crowd to Currybrand logo, which is sick in my opinion. And the colors in general, a really, really nice looking shoe. They retail for $140 and they're also very light. They are at 15.65 ounces, which is 443 grams. For the traction performance, as I said, feels very nice. They also have the flow setup, so the same as the Curry 11 or the Curry 9. Cushioning feels actually even comfier than on the Curry 9s. That could be because the insole is a little bit thicker. I tried to compare it. It feels a bit softer if you just press in with your fingers. Materials are also very comfortable. It's kind of a mesh / plastic covered upper. Very comfortable, confirms to your feet, so no complaints there. The tongue is also very padded, which as I said, I like a lot because I play with ankle braces. And for support, you should also be good as it's a high top sneaker, wraps around your ankle and your feet, keeps your foot inside of the shoe. There's a heel counter and there's also a rather rigid shank plate inside of the shoe. Only the forefoot flexes. As I said, I like that a lot about those shoes. And in my opinion, this is a really, really nice colorway and I'm very excited to try them as I've never tried the Spawn series and I've heard good things about this model in particular, and Steph played with them in a lot of games already this season, so we'll see how they perform on court. Now for the last true performance sneaker, we've got another retro from Currybrand, the Curry 2 Retro in this very nice deep red / purple, maybe burgundy I think it's called, colorway. They retail for $150 and to my surprise, just by trying them on foot and from my first impressions, this was my favorite pair out of all the ones I tried. The materials are extremely soft and comfortable. You can see you can easily move them. The only thing I'm not sure about is the heel area. It doesn't feel as rigid. It kind of has a Kobe 8-like heel counter. It's not internal, it's external actually. And it's rather soft and easy to move. So I'm not sure if that's going to be supportive enough for me. But just for lighter practices or for shooting, these feel extremely comfortable. The charged cushioning setup feels way softer than the flow setup we had before. And the traction also feels very nice. They didn't squeak even though it's not the flow setup. So overall, I really like these the best. I'm surprised I don't like this colorway the best. I said I like the flow, the Retro 4 the most. Just a deep blue color looks so nice. But they're also nice. They feature some small beautiful details on the upper, on the material. I'll put some close-ups in the video. And they felt extremely comfortable just walking around. I can definitely see myself playing in them if the support holds up. For the weight, they come in at 463 grams or 16.35 ounces. And they retail for $150. I think I said that already. With that being said, before we move to the pair that's in this box over here, I also got some Currybrand gear to show off. I got this crazy nice Curry / Bruce Lee hoodie. Really nice and comfortable as well. Very thick material. I'm gonna wear this one a lot. I hope it'll stay clean for as long as possible. Then I also got another Curry / Bruce Lee t-shirt from the Curry and Bruce Lee collab. Very nice as well, matches the shoes. And also some Curry Bruce Lee shorts. Now for the end, we have the pair as promised that's inside this box right here. And this is the Curry Slipspeed, also from the Bruce Lee collab. You can see on the wrapping here, looks really nice. And there you have it. They feature a performance outsole / midsole. It's the flow outsole with the flow traction pattern and the cushioning setup. They feel extremely comfortable, and what makes this shoe so special is you can wear them like this. This is the speed version, and you can wear them with the heel tab down, which would be the slip version. So you can slip them on, or if you want to actually play in them or do something that requires a little bit more support, you can keep the heel tab up. I'll put some close-ups how they look on feet, and really interesting shoe. They retail for $130 US. Got the Bruce Lee logo design here in the front of the shoe, which looks really, really nice, and a small Currybrand logo on the tongue, so to speak. There's no real tongue here. But as I said, very nice, as it's a lifestyle shoe with the very comfy flow outsole setup. I'm definitely going to be rocking these on my way to practice when it gets a little bit warmer. It's pretty cold right now in Austria, freezing temperatures outside, so I'm going to save them for the summer, and I'm probably going to do a Does It Basketball video on those. With that being said, that was all I have for you today. Thanks for watching my video. Please subscribe to my channel. I'll be posting at least once a week this year. And stay tuned for all the performance reviews on all the Curry shoes I just got. See you next time.